YPP!
Service to the people for a greater Nigeria.
YPP!
Service to the people for a greater Nigeria.
Welcome everyone in Nigeria and the rest of the world. I am Gimba Omar and this is State of the Nation. Right behind me, data feed is still coming through, all in one place simultaneously on our social media platforms. Be part of the show, tweet at Gimba Omar CTV and use the hashtag State of the Nation to air your thoughts. An exclusive interview of the former chairman of the Task Force on Pension Reforms, Abdul Rashid Maina, has thrown a major challenge to the executive, especially the president, where Maina clearly was seeking for a private meeting with Mr. President for more revelations on the pensions funds currently ongoing. Wale Martins Egbiola is the National Publicity Secretary, Young Progressive Party. He joins me from our Abuja studios. I want to thank you so much indeed for coming on the show at this time. You have been listening to these revelations and submissions of the AGF on the one hand, and indeed Maina himself. What are your thoughts as a young political party? Is there a political angle you see to these issues raised?
Yes, thank you very much, Gimba. I want to say at this point that there's a political dimension to this whole issue. What is laughable is not the fact that Maina was actually reinstated, but the fact that we have top brass, government officials coming to, take this issue like shenanigans. At the level of the National Assembly, you could see what happened where the Attorney General of the Federation was actually, feigning ignorance of the fact that he knows nothing about how Maina actually, came back to office. That also, the HOS also, feign ignorance. And not only the HOS, we also have, what is it called? The other principal officers who also feign knowledge. But it's political in the sense that how can this set of people tell Nigerians that they do not know how Maina was reinstated? It's an insult on our intellectual collectivism. And I want to say that this matter could have been better handled.
But do you think that the president should grant Maina his request to see him privately?
Yes, if I heard you right, you asked if the president should grant him the request to see him privately?
Yes.
Personally, I'm not averse to that.
Why?
There's no issue as to whether it should be granted, What should happen at this point is the fact that the president should create a platform where Maina will be made available to actually unveil things as regards this pension fraud. Whether you like it or not, this is the biggest issue in the nation as of today. And there's a need to get to the root of it. Now, if the president was terribly vexed as to set up a panel to investigate the SY secretary to the government of the Federation and the SY DG of the NIA, and I see no reason why Maina also should not be given that same platform and allow for people to be investigated, so that we will unravel the issue behind this pension.
So you support Maina meeting with Mr. President. But what more can the president do in these circumstances when Maina insists threat to his life? Is there really a threat to his life when it was established that prior to his exclusive interview with Channels Television, he was resuming work at the Ministry of Interior?
That there was a threat to his life is not something new. It's something that all Nigerians are aware. As far back as some few years back, while under the Jonathan administration, we saw, documentary evidences of how this man was shot. And even right now, just the Attorney General of the Federation, who testified not too long ago at the level of the Senate, is also claiming that, this pension cartel is after his life. So if they could be after the life of the Attorney General of the Federation, who is Maina that they will not be after his life? So in order for this man not to be wasted, I think this man has a lot to say. From what I see and what I can perceive, I think this is a man who is pained actually to, clear his name. And he wants to tell the president a lot of things. And I think he should be availed that opportunity. The government should provide security for Maina and bring him back to this nation so that he will face all Nigerians and tell us, let him bring those facts that are with him. Let's know. We want to see, we want to know.
Let's just listen to those facts again, if they are facts or his submissions. Let's just listen to those facts again, side by side, Maina and the AGF.
I recovered money for last administration, and I recovered money for this administration. Now, people don't know this. Let me explain this. Most people may not understand this, but let me explain for Nigerians, because I want the truth to be told, and I want Nigerians to understand the truth and know what is going on in Nigeria. Listen, I'm not afraid of anybody. I'm saying the truth. Now, our president, thank God our president stands for the truth. The unfortunate thing is that some people around him, whom he has given trust, are lying to him. This one I can attest to, and I can give you instances, I can give you documentary evidences. People portray themselves as if they are saints around the president. It's a lie, they are not. I recovered first, we recovered as a team, 282 billion naira cash. We recovered, aside from the 282 billion, we were able to bring information and caught 43 special suspects. 1.6 billion, 1.6 trillion naira cash, investment, and properties were recovered. Now, they are threatening me, they are threatening my lawyer, they have threatened my brother, sister, they have threatened us all that I will be killed. In fact, somebody threatened my family will be annihilated if I go and testify. Now, this issue is, I asked Mr. President specifically, Mr. President, if you really want to know the truth and you want to be fair to the whole nation, give opportunity for everybody to come and present.
Is as at 21st February 2017, my next issue, which has been confirmed by subsequent correspondence in my file, was indeed a work in progress. So the letter giving specific and clear directives couldn't have genuinely emanated from my office. That is my position.
So you hear the two sides of, should I say, the same coin. But what do you make of Maina's submissions? 1 trillion naira in investments, in properties, and in cash, he says, he could show to Mr. President. Do you think that this man should be trusted?
Okay, the issue of trust is another ballgame entirely. If Maina would have to actually give you evidences, you can't expect Maina to be out there. Let Maina come and fight his battle within the shores of Nigeria. Give him the opportunity. There's nothing wrong. And from the statement here, I can actually see a clear disconnect. It is actually impossible. Are you aware that Maina has been in this country for the past 2 years? Now, if a man has been in this country for the past 2 years and the Attorney General of the Federation is feigning knowledge, ignorance of the presence of this man, in this country, that is not aware, a man who has resumed job, who has been working for close to 2 years, who said he has helped to recover up to 1.2 trillion naira for the nation. I think there's a problem that needs to be unraveled. And this is a mystery. It's a mystery that only the president himself can unravel. And I still want to recommend, as I earlier said, let a panel be set up. And I can even recommend those that should be members of that panel. And one person that has been trusted to have done it before. He is a man who never even gave a hoot about the fact that he was actually working with the SGF and those who are actually members of his party. In the person of Professor Yemi Osinbajo, I think as far as we are concerned, to the best of our ability, he has the credibility to unravel this matter on behalf of Mr. President. Unless on few credible Nigerians, you can't say within the land space of 180-something million Nigerians, you cannot get like 5 credible people to serve on that panel.
Do you think that this government is at crossroads with the Mainagate, since it has from the onset clearly wants to recover stolen monies and block leakages? Do you think the call for investigation will likely lead to a prosecution?
The call for investigation
Do you think it will likely lead
you see the
to prosecution for this government?
For this government? Why not? Why not? If the truths are there and people are indicted, why should they not be prosecuted? You know, what does investigation? Investigation is meant to either, you know, clear somebody or actually indict somebody. And if somebody is indicted, why not? He should be prosecuted. The only thing is that we don't even know why the SGF right now and the SYNI is not, DG is not being prosecuted. But we want to believe that there are more people involved in this pension scam. Are you aware that a few years back we heard that 2 billion naira was found in the cupboard of a civil servant? 2 billion naira. Have you imagined what 2 billion naira will do for this nation? Are you aware that over 11 million children are out of school as we speak? And 90% of those children are from the north. These are issues that we should tackle. We should stop playing politics with this issue. It doesn't cost Mr. President anything. If he doesn't want to, he can delegate it to his vice president. And let this issue be trashed once and for all. Let's stop, you know, being, you know, a mockery of international community that issue as this cannot be tackled by relevant agencies.
Brilliant. I want to thank you so much indeed, Wale Martins Ebiola, the National Publicity Secretary, Young Progressives Party, for talking to us on this very important issue, the Mainagate. Thank you so much indeed for talking to us.
YPP! Service to the people for a greater Nigeria. YPP! Service to the people for a greater Nigeria.